Oh no, the minute he's ready, I'll get out of here. Oh, he said he's ready. Oh, okay. Smitty be going off on fools. I don't know what's going on with that dude. Smitty, on this podcast, Aaron Donald. I just can't. I trip on that dude, man. Like defensive tackles got a belly and they fat. This dude's not having no fat on him, man. Aaron Donald. He's an absolute monster. I didn't know until one day I was like, "Are we even just see Aaron Donald right here?" Nah, ain't nobody gonna stop this man. A defensive tackle to look like that. No wonder he has those type of sacks. That's why, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Dusty. They gonna fade. They gonna fade. Patriots, man. That defense is gonna hurt them, dog. Okay. This is what happened. And I didn't realize it. I'm watching it on my phone at work right now.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Yeah. And I forgot about that.
Gotta go.
I still did. So this is what I'm thinking that's going to happen. Are you looking online? I'm showing you. I'm showing it right now. Eventually, she did find out. Because of how it is. You see, no. Did you see the plays you got? But you saw how basically. Mm-hmm. But what I do is I put him on a comeback. That's what makes him stay at home because it's a deep comeback. Huh? I can lie, it works way better. It's the it is. Gun tight end. He ain't good over. But you got to put your fastest, the best receiver on the outside. So it's a cover 3 beater. So first of all, you got to max protect. And then you bring over the middle receiver.
Easy.
My controller, bro. And then hop route triangle to the comeback route. It's a tough situation. You want to scramble to the right. I'll show overthrow my time. Oh, this is the other key part. What I do too. Oh, this is the new patch. So that's probably why it's playing better. What I do too, I smart route that square receiver, that square route, so it can cut in the post quicker. Yeah. He got it. The reason why I smart route because he cuts across the field quicker. The circle in the comeback.
Here we go. 4 down.
I don't think I'm gonna be running this play that much.
Hey.
Because it's too easy now. It's a lot harder before the scratch came. Now it's like
Corner.
it's almost too easy.
77. Go.
It sounds just like Ben Roethlisberger. Hamburger.
Solid. 5 down. Corner. Flag. Set.
Okay, here's my other. Yeah. Okay.
Set. Blue 30. Here we go. Corner. You good? He coming across? Flag. Touchdown.
Look at that.
Here we go.
Cover 3. Tight. Drive corner. But you gotta, what you have to do is
Set.
hot route the X
Monday.
to a 9 route.
Go.
And then
Jig.
pass protect your halfback.
Blue 37.
It's worse. They broke the game again. It didn't. It was it in the last before this last pass. You know, you can catch them, but not like this. It's not like this. This is too easy. My God. My God.
Right.
The main commissioner's not responding, bro. In this other league.
Oh, man, a round of applause for that call, first and foremost. Good stuff there. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, man. I agree with him. You know, I agree with him in the sense of, I know the narrative is out there, but if anybody in the building is really driving off of that, come on. I mean, in a way, it's disrespectful. You look at all of these other games. So I guess here's the question: Are we to believe that only this consumer only plays Madden? They don't play any other game that's comparable. They don't play no shooters or anything. Because let's face it, honest with you, I mean, it's simple to us. But remember, we had to learn all of the combinations. This one thing I don't remember that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. This is how I switch. Because of the fact that this is how I play that. I work for the government. Therefore, you allow in the state that it is, be able to do dual duration. But
I think all jobs should not be so subjective, not being able to, only pay so much for jury duty. I think that they should pay like,
you don't build a house because a lot of kids, a lot of these younger days and stuff like that.
Because you told me, why did black men stay?
We grew up off of Street Fighter 2 and all that stuff, right?
Black socks.
For a long time.
Street Fighter 2 got black
Killers, things, all that stuff. Well, these kids, guess what they're playing now? They're playing
where's the black cleats at?
Well, it didn't drastically change, but there's a lot of different controls and intricate moves and all kinds of stuff.
They should have had all black
that didn't exist back then. Right.
I go to this dope. Yeah.
Higher,
So
and higher, and higher.
you're saying I gotta go cover
Same
3.
with Mortal Kombat. They just
Because you go across the middle a lot.
They add these new mechanics, change things up, switch up stuff how it works. Okay. More and more and more. This new game Anthem that's getting all this buzz and everything. You think only adults are playing it? No, these kids are gonna be playing that too. You know, I play a good amount.
Sending the DVDs?
I hear kids on there all the time. All the time. Getting 30 kills and all that stuff. These kids, they will learn how to play the game. And they will mess up. They'll take their L's and they will learn how to play that. But when it comes to Madden, we keep cheapening the blow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, man. Man, we can't make a franchise mode like that. It's going to be too hard. No, we can't have the gameplay be authentic.
What you talking about, Riri?
Man, you talking about straight up organic gameplay? No, we can't do
I'm home, Nebula Titans. Are you ready to play? You know what? I'm so really done with you, though. Oh, wait, no, don't they got the yellow helmet?
It's like they're scared to face.
Yeah, I'm going with the yellow helmet. The bumblebees. That's what I like about the Pittsburgh uniform. Oh, so he was in the kitchen. They got yellow jerseys. Where?
What did people end up doing at first? Oh man,
oh, you talking about the yellow, the black and white, the yellow and black stripes? Oh no, this. No. That's, I don't like the stripes. Nah.
They started to see virtual fighter and those games get popular. Oh, you saw the second game. They adjust. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the black with the little. No, look at the look. But look, no, look. Look. Oh, look at this one though. Look what I got. With black with just the yellow part at the top. That is dope right there. That is dope right there. The only reason why I'm not gonna rent it because he might wear his all blacks.
The gamer evolves. So when the new gamer comes along, they may not know about the history of playing Street.
Ooh, that's gonna be me. Ooh, Steelers got a hell of a combination.
Now it's built off of that tradition, and it's branched all the way out.
Hey man, you hear from the job yet?
They're stepping into a challenging arena if they want to compete. When they decide, oh, I want to get online, they're going into a challenging arena. And the game has the mechanics and all that good stuff in order to compete. But at the same time, you have to work. There is no, we're going to nurse this.
It's just a Thursday night, man.
One button, you can do all the combos and everything. No, you actually got to learn. You see what I'm saying? You actually got to learn. And there is no, well, I'm going to manipulate the system and cheat. Because
I'm still tripping off of this dude. Like, you guys got to be the most cheatingest cats I ever seen in my life, man.
Or the game would have to be updated, or else they'll pull.
Yeah. No, nigga, you messing with the wrong one.
That ain't enough. And the fact that these games are pretty much on recordings right now, you're looking at recordings, dude. This isn't even live. Like, come on, dude.
Manipulating the draft. I've seen some crazy stuff in my time.
And like I said,
I still got Shazier on my squad.
You want to see these games come out.
Oh, do you?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as they are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers.
If there's one thing I hate,
and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh my God, that was hilarious, man. The greatest stuff. That's one of the greatest shows of all time in history of television. I'm telling you, I was better than Living Color. I was better than all that. Even though it was only 2 years, it was way better.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Not fair.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
He's not fair, bro. It's like, wait a minute, I can do whatever I want to do.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go.
What position is that? Hey, man, how long is the quarter? In the quarter, say 8 minutes?
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have
did
two
you see that bug
remaining
that I
as we
showed
step
you?
aside here
I sent
in
you and
this
Brad
first quarter.
today. Isn't that crazy, dog? Hey, come on, man. How you handing the ball off to the receiver?
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Garoppolo.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Gets this to the 24
Give me a
for
burrito.
a gain of 4.
I gotta give me a burrito.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
11.
Don't be spamming.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 48 yards. Have it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite enough.
I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it with McKinnon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
11. 6.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from it. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
McKinnon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Turn off my controller. Yeah. I can't do it, man. I'm going to have to do it after this game. I'm just going to deal with it. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did what I just did just now. My little thing I got from my controller failed. What did I do again? Press what now? Yeah. Yeah, this dude ain't waiting. He's being an ass.
Get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out.
Do that again. Go to sound and devices. Or turn off device. Okay.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And an alley to run. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 23 yards on the play.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell, dump off. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Like what are you doing?
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Bell. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. There's the Washington Huskies. It's Pettis. They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
12.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, and it's a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So the sack of Garoppolo, And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Two minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Because he said he got to start by 10:45 Eastern. I might be able to. Hey, text me that, man. Okay? Tell him I'm at halftime.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 8.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All right, now. 8.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Power, outside run.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
6 seconds, maybe, but
so even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He finds McKinnon complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's McKinnon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good effort on on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go.
Where's the rules at? Okay, I'm at the 35, so I got to kick it.
Route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, he's got it in, complete.
I hate that.
Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find the people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
You know he ain't trying to go for it. I trust him.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Gould is able to put it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They do get 9, that leads to 4th down.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger.
What are you doing? Oh,
It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
worse
the
than
way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
We got 3. By 20.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gold is able to put it through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run it with Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Come on, bro. I got another game to play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
All the guys
2
are
yards
fly,
on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
This detection was so
now
bad.
you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
It's like, come on, man. I had lanes all day, too. That's what's so irritating.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught.
It's not fair.
And he
It's
takes
not
it
fair.
down deep into enemy territory.
I know he's on the cover of the game. And
It's a
everything.
big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 45 yards.
Right. I got to take advantage of it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got 15. Me. Wait.
He'll look to throw.
Oh!
They're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
11.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one.
Oh my!
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right
That
there.
was
That
just
play
like-
might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the
Ooh,
line
oh,
of scrimmage
two
quick.
tips.
They've got to spike it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
And then, oh my God!
It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Good game, bro.
Brandon, you
This
know
is-
I love boxing, right? You know I
wait
love
till you
big
see it.
fights, right?
I'm pressing triangle to
I've
pick the
given
ball.
them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in
Just
the
wait till you
end
see it.
making the huge play to get the game winner.
I
I'm
guess
pressing
that's the
triangle
epitome
so many
of
times,
You always
that's-
have a puncher's chance.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out,
Just
all
wait till you see it.
teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis
Huh?
match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way
Here you
you
go.
hold on to it. They got it done, and they've
I'm pressing triangle so many times right now. I'm good, man. Whatever. You know, I don't care about this. Right now, we try again. Golly, dude, calm down, bruh. Now the session's no longer available. Come on, man. Tell him I'm trying to join and tell him I'm about to send it.